Have you ever wondered what happens after booster boxes get bought out? Hello people, you can call me Barrett, and let me introduce myself for those of you who are new to the channel. I am a mathematician, I live in Italy, and I'm going to show you today with actual data, which we're going to also talk about how I collected this data, how I elaborate this data, so on and so forth. What happens to booster boxes? Specifically, we're going to be focusing on the most recent Sword and Shield boom that we've seen this past winter, and what happened afterwards. So what happened during Q1 of 2025 with the relative supply of these sets. So the reason why I'm making this video is I've seen some notorious PokeTuber talking about the number of supply of booster boxes, specifically Sword and Shield booster boxes available in the market. Now, what I have available is collection of data which was gathered from CardMarket, which is European data. However, if you compare European data when it comes to booster box, both supply and price, the numbers are very similar. And obviously with price, they're going to be similar in terms of their value, their absolute value, whereas with supply, they're going to be similar in terms of percentage difference, okay? So if 50% of the supply disappears from the European market, it's highly unlikely that the same will happen or has already happened in the United States and other parts of the world. So how do I collect this data? So this data is collected, as I said, from CardMarket. How? Well, I actually thought about this. So let's say I get the data the way I want to, because as I said, I am a mathematician, as in I have a degree in mathematics. I'm currently a master's student, and I specialize on... for those of you who are curious, I specialize in stochastic calculus. So in a nutshell, I study the type of math that makes the rich richer, okay? So when it comes to probability and statistic, it's literally what I do every day and what I've been doing for many years and what I just now do heavily and at very advanced level. So when it comes to data analysis, I have the tools. I have a meaning, which is why I'm able to collect data automatically. I don't use Excel, also because I'm 24, who uses Excel at 24 professionally. Yep, I wasn't born in the 80s. So everything is collected via Python. Then it's stored in an SQL database. I then access the database through the Discord bot, which is actually available to the public. Now, 3-minute intro, wow! But at least you get a little bit of a taste of who I am. For those of you new to the channel, who I am, what I do, and obviously all I do this for fun. The actual way to make money using math, they're a bit different. But I actually have, you know what? I should start just doing a vlog channel. I have many stories on people making money using math, my colleagues, and those are pretty fun. So. What happens to booster boxes once they, just get bought out? So, I'm gonna look right there, which is what you'll see appearing somewhere in the screen. I don't know, maybe on top of my face, maybe replacing my face. I don't know. I'm pretty handsome, but I understand I know I may not be your type. So here we're looking at Fusion Strike booster box supply. As you can see, at basically December, they just crashed. So what it means is remember, this is supply, so from the 100 we went to the 40s. We reached the bottom of 40, so over 50% of the supply of booster boxes was just basically wiped out of the market. What happens next? Not only we went all the way back to where we were before let's call it buyout, we went above it, okay? So what price is, I'll show you the price chart. Obviously price spiked, right? Understandably, supply was taken out of the market when there is why price moves. Price moves either way up or down when there is an imbalance of supply and demand. Okay, that is basic microeconomic. Price acts as a media between supply and demand. Okay. Oh, Barrett, but Fusion Strike is going up because everyone likes it. Yes, that's called demand. Okay, if there is an imbalance, there's more demand and supply, price will move higher, and the other way around when it goes down. So this chart of supply goes to show that basically, and this, look at people, it's 1 year of data. Okay, find me someone who has 1 year of supply data for Sword and Shield booster boxes. Find them, and I'll pay you money. You're welcome, people. And, I mean, you can access this for free. Sometimes I should just make you pay for it, shouldn't I? That'll be evil though, and I'm a good guy. Too bad. Lucky you. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, yes, booster boxes will get bought out. Eventually, supply will enter in the market again, and it will enter at a different price. Okay. So if you're seeing, let's say, Fuse Strike booster boxes now getting sold, it's highly possible. I mean, should be. It's not gonna happen. They'll be back. They'll be back at a different price. So unless people open the boxes, which some do, there's always gonna be what has happened basically is at let's say an economical level. I know this is just basically just good sense, like common sense. I think you buy Fusion at 250. Fusion goes at 400. If you're happy, you want to sell. Okay. If then there's the people who bought Fusion at 100, they see it at 400. Some will want to sell. Okay, so you buy at 300, you buy at 400. Now, if you want to make money doing this, you need to wait till they get to 500, 600, 700. They get there, maybe you sell. And the same cycle will happen over and over again. Now, quickly, I'll show you the same thing happen. Similar thing happened to Lost Origin. As you can see, Lost Origin was quite popular, as in there was the 160, 180 boxes. Then you went all the way down to 60. So that's a third the supply. And then it's now back at 120s, over 100. Same thing. And price is the same thing. I'll leave you the chart. Chinlen Rain, very similar to Fusion. It crashed, and now we're above the previous supply level. So you could expect, actually, for those of you who are interested, you could expect these booster boxes now. And I'm talking, I see people in the US and Canada doing this type of videos. What this data is suggesting, and it doesn't mean it's going to happen again, but it's highly possible it will happen again, because we're all people, and it's always the same thing when it comes to this type of scenarios, this type of phenomenon. Okay, remember, all mathematical models are wrong, but some are useful. Okay, so what could happen now is, yes, we may see, let's say, boxes getting sold, supply drying out. 2 months from now, there most likely will be more boxes than there are right now at a different price. Price will then adjust. As you can see, all these boxes, price spiked, and then it adjusted. You needed to find equilibrium. Okay. And now, obviously, this is basic microeconomic. Rudy talks about it all the time. Some other creators talk about it all the time. If you go to economic class at uni, they will talk about it all the time. First year of any economic department. But you're seeing it with data. Okay. So I think that is pretty cool. One thing is talking about it. One thing is actually seeing in data. And the cool thing is you're not only looking at price data, which is what TCG Player Car Market shows. You're looking at supply data, okay, over a course over a whole year. Now, here's Evolving Skies, which is actually quite fun. Because I just laugh at it because you say, oh, Evolving Skies is so expensive. There's gonna be so many so few boxes available. Well, not really. From 100, people were interested in it, went all the way down to 50, and now it's 140 boxes. 140, and price, as you can see, it is adjusting. Now, I'll end the video with a very interesting, let's say, piece of information, okay? Astral Radiance. So Astral Radiance, what Astral did is, it got sold, or bought out, depends on the way you want to look at it, at the end of November, December. So same period as all the other boxes we just looked at. Unlike all the other boxes, supply is staying low, okay? And price keeps on moving higher. How is that? So why is that happening? So the honest answer to why is that happening with 100% certainty is, I don't know. Now, my educated guess would be Astral went from 150s to just above 200, okay? people are not taking profit yet. Sorry, people. It's my talent taking over. People are not taking profits yet, so they're just waiting, and that's why we haven't seen supply entering the market again. Okay, an educated guess or forecast would be above 300. You will see supply entering the market. That's my educated guess based on what we've seen before, right? If I were to take the data, look at percentage returns, price returns, and see when people start entering the market based on the amount of return, I would commonly say that around 60 to above 60% people would start entering the market. Okay, at least in their boxes. I could do that. Do I want to do it? Not really. I've already done it. Who knows? But I'll leave you to it, people. And if you enjoy the content, if you enjoy what you see, if you enjoy the data, which again, actual data, the cool thing is, I actually thought about it. So probably just 3 of you are still watching by now. I thought about making all the code public. I actually thought about creating a scraper for, let's say, Pokemon Center International, to kind of like what Pokenotify have, just creating a scraper, same thing, and just make the code available for free. That would be so cool, wouldn't it? Think about how many people would that piss off. I could do it right now. Oh, by the way, happy Easter, everyone. So I forgot to say that. How cool would that be? You guys let me know. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.